Today we're going to learn about the quadratic formula. Now the quadratic formula can be used to solve any quadratic equation. So this means that you don't run into the issues that you do with factoring, where sometimes the quadratic equation is not factorable, or you don't have graph paper handy where you're going to graph and then easily be able to read the x-intercepts off of the graph. So remember that when we are solving a quadratic equation, that really what we're doing is we are looking to find those x-intercepts. So the quadratic formula is x is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c, all of that divided by 2 times a. Now the a, the b, and the c all correspond to either coefficients or constants when we have our quadratic equation in standard form. And remember, standard form is y is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c. And when we're solving for x, so we're solving our equation, we are setting y equal to 0. So our first example is to solve y is equal to x squared minus 2x minus 15. So we're going to start off by writing down our formula. This is how we're going to memorize it, by writing it down over and over again. So x is equal to negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c, all over 2a. So next we want to actually identify a, b, and c from our equation. So a is a positive 1, right? Because there's a little silent positive 1 there. B is negative 2, and C is negative 15. So all we're going to do is we're going to plug those into our formula. So make sure your square root sign extends all the way over, not just halfway over the parts that you're writing down. Notice that my negative 2 for b is in brackets here and then here, so that when, especially here, when we square it, it becomes a positive 4 and doesn't stay as a negative 4. Okay, so now we're going to get to a simplifying. So negative or minus negative 2, that's going to give us positive 2 plus or minus square root of positive 4, and here we have negative 4 times 1 times negative 15. That gives us positive 60, and all of this is divided by 2. So we're just going to continue simplifying. Okay, we're going to go up here so we don't move off the page, and x is equal to 2 plus or minus 8. Right, because the square root of 64 is going to give us positive 8, and all that is divided by 2. Now there's going to be two possibilities here. So we have the possibility that x is 2 plus 8, all divided by 2, and we're just going to complete that. So that's going to give us 10 over 2, and that gives us 5. Now this is where we were using the plus. Right, now we are going to be using the minus. So let's look at our other answer for x. So x is equal to 2 minus 8 over 2, which is negative 6 over 2, which gives us negative 3. So our other x is negative 3. So what we found here are two real solutions, and that means that there's two x-intercepts. So let's conclude with that. Therefore, there are two real solutions, and those are 5 and negative, let's add a d to the word and, negative 3.